Hey guys, Cozy here, and yes, you're seeing it right, this is League of Legends. Now let me first start by explaining myself, because, I said I prefer Dota because it's the more mature game, and that's still true, but with League of Legends you have a lot bigger community, and you can get into games quicker. On top of that, I read in an article, and I'll post a link in the description below, that Steam actually trademarked Dota right out from underneath Blizzard's nose. And actually Blizzard and League, or Riot Games, flat out said no, this should belong to the public. It's a public domain thing. And Steam had decided to trademark it anyways, and I'm sorry. Go ahead and turn my phone off. But both Blizzard and Riot Games had filed counter trademarks, but in the end, Steam had actually won the trademark, and thus they got Dota. That kind of really rubs me wrong, and well, as you know, I'm a really big Blizzard fan, and it just kind of didn't really rub me right with Steam completely stealing the Dota from Blizzard and the community and stuff like that. So that was kind of one of those things that really just pushed me over into the League domain, the League side of the field, because even though League was based off of Dota, it was still their idea. They still built it from, the idea up, instead of just buying it right out from underneath a different company and then saying, hey, this is ours. So that's one of the reasons why I'm switching to League. It may be based off of Dota, but to me it's still the more original idea. Well, alright, with that out of the way. Anyways, what do you guys think? You Dota people, what do you think of Steam buying Dota from Blizzard, well, out from underneath Blizzard? And you League people, what do you think of Steam trademarking Dota right out from underneath Blizzard? Leave it in the comments below. Alright, as you guys can see, I'm playing as Udyr. Let me first start by explaining why I kind of like him. It's because he's not one of those champions that's really item dependent. You can pretty well build him, well, buy a couple of defensive items like a Merc Treads and an Ages of Legion, the shield thingamajiggy, and you're basically set defense-wise for the rest of the game. On top of that, you can add more defense, but it's whatever you guys want to do. I found a quite nice little combination with Udyr, building him with defense and then attack speed, and then just letting his normal level progression, how his stats and his damage output and all that stuff go when he levels up naturally. I just let that do the rest of the damage work, and then just added speed and defense, and in this game it actually turns out quite well. As you can see, I'm laning with the alligator guy, and we do alright. How is Udyr for a beginning champion? I think he's pretty cool, but I think for like a beginning champion, I'm saying that Jax would be good for a starter melee champion. But all the same, if you don't know a lot of builds and you want something simple, I am going to have to say Udyr would be the better starter champion. To me, anyways. Alright, now, you're supposed to play Udyr as a jungler, but I kind of decided that I would play him a little bit as a jungler and then just bounce between the jungle and the safe lane, I want to call it. The top lane. So who's your guys' favorite champion? Leave that in the comments below.
Do not deny your instincts, summoner. Without hesitation. You have slain an enemy.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, I think one thing that I need to do while playing Udyr is I have to keep from being too aggressive, because as you see, I be too aggro and I actually end up running into the tower, and the tower kills me a couple of times. Also, I kind of think I need to find a way of making Udyr's movement speed a little bit faster. I think that could help. Now, I used to play Rengar back in the day, and he was one of the first champions. Well, no, Twisted Fate was the first champion that I actually bought with real money. And then I bought Rengar, but Rengar was really, really good. He had really good damage output, and then the community of Yapper Dogs started going, oh, he's too powerful, OP, Imba. And they nerf hammered his face in and he became unplayable to me. But anyways, no, I made the switch to Udyr. It was kind of one of those things where I just wanted something new, decided to check him out, and really enjoyed what I found. Anyways, if you guys have any preferred Udyr builds, all you Udyr players out there, let me know in the comments below.
An enemy has been slain.
That is our path.
An ally has been slain.
Our instincts are razor sharp.
Alright guys, this is a long video, so you guys probably want to get comfortable. Get yourself some popcorn and something to drink, and I guess we'll just go ahead and make it through this video.
Our rage is beyond your control.
In all retrospect, I kind of think I probably should have been taking advantage of some more of the jungling potential with Udyr here in the early game. Probably would have been a lot better of an idea. Alright, now here you're going to see, I'm sitting here waiting for this gank, and they completely split up, and Nunu, I think that's Nunu, the little mummy yordle thingy completely just cleans my clock. Amumu? I'll get it eventually. Yeah, as you can see here, I start building a Ages of Legion. I kind of think the Ages is one of those defensive items that goes good on just about any character. It adds just a little bit of padding.
Enemy killing spree.
Now, I did learn something nice about League is if you hit the space button, you'll auto snap to your character, which that is always good.
Do not deny your instincts, summoner. Our instincts are razor sharp.
Yep, just kind of sucker punch that golem there.
Our rage is beyond your control.
I don't know. With Udyr, I kind of rather enjoy
We will not
using the tiger stance and the turtle stance, and just kind of toggling between those two. It seems to work out quite well. So, you Udyr players out there, what is your preferred stance? Leave it in the comments below. Yeah, I was kind of hoping to take out Zealand before his time bomb thingy went off, but it didn't exactly work out. I tried to, but I think if I had a little bit more damage output, then I would have been able to pull it off.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Yeah, you'll see in this game, Teemo goes completely crazy and just
deny your
cleans
instinct,
house.
summoner.
It's brilliant. No, yeah, it's brilliant. You'll see it.
Guides our fist.
You know, I kind of think I really like Udyr's regular skin. I think it looks pretty cool.
An enemy has been slain.
Also, right here, if you look towards the bottom of the map, you'll notice that there's this team fight going on. I probably should have gone in there and helped him out instead of doing some farming here, but
We will not be
farming is always good, and the gold is always good to have.
Slain.
Our rage is beyond your control. That is our path. We will not pity the defenseless.
Yeah, Vigor always ends up pulling that crystal thingy-majiggy that stops, slows, and stuns you, and I always end up running into it in this game. As you can see, Rengar and the alligator guy take down Zealand long before I can get there. Well, this is one of those things, another one of those things that I'm saying, you know, I should be able to find a way of making Udyr run a lot faster. And here is Israel. Yeah, we end up doing a lot of damage, but the alligator dude takes him down. And I end up taking a couple shots from the overpowered towers.
Our rage is beyond your control.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
That is our path.
Yeah, coming up, you'll see that a lot of the bots decide to start going bottom, and there ends up being a few team fights on bottom. Anyways, it was alright. If I remember correctly, we ended up winning a lot of these team fights down here. This is one of those moments where I'm kind of thinking I shouldn't have been as aggro because I dive too deep and I get picked off by the turret, or the tower. Which is something I'm going to have to remember. So yeah, I'll go ahead and say this. It's important to know when to really push deep and when to stay behind, or to fall back or stop the chase, however you want to say it. It's important to know that.
Instincts are razor sharp. Do not deny your instincts, summoner. That is our path.
Yeah, I could have stayed there and finished them off, but they were pushing bottom. Yeah, so I decided to come down and help them out.
Their fear is wise.
It's always good to be kind. You know, giving someone a good job after they get a kill, or they do a nice little cleanup, it's always appreciated. Always good. There's the Ages of Legion. And then as you can see, I start going for the attack speed. Once I get the Phantom Dancer build, you'll see a really good improvement in Udyr's attack speed. Combine that with the Tiger Stance and you can do some pretty nice stuff with it.
That is our path.
At least that's my experience.
Our instincts are razor sharp.
As you can see here, I was waiting until some backup shows up. Teemo shows up and we end up getting steamrolled, and then didn't exactly work out as planned. And then here I go, I lead the other Udyr on a wild chase. There's the Rengar, and we clean up the Udyr, which it was good. That was a nice little gank.
An ally has been slain.
Do not deny your instincts, summoner.
Yep. I actually ended up picking up that kill on Ezreal right there. It was pretty nice, putting me at 2-4-5. Honestly, I kind of think that I need to start working on more survivability. I need to stop being more aggressive, and I need to focus more on staying alive and not focusing on, well, not feeding the other team. In this game, Rengar kind of became a powerhouse character, which I kind of need to figure out how he built it, how he played it, things like that, because, well, Rengar took a banhammer to the face, but he turned out to be turned into the powerhouse character of this game, and he turned out to be a really good asset. Overall, the team work, or the team gameplay, or the metagame, however you want to say it, for this match, it actually turned out to be pretty decent.
Do not deny your instincts, summoner. Our instincts.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about League, is if you have connection problems or something like that, chances are you're going to get reported and you can get straight up banned just for having connection issues.
Your control.
With Dota, if you have connection issues, you're less likely to get completely reported because, you know, you have connection issues, you're going to jump back into the game. That's been my experience anyways.
We will not pity the defenseless. Rage is beyond control.
Yeah, as you've seen there, the team kind of got completely obliterated and I was left running for it. It's always fun when that happens. There's the Zeal, which I eventually do turn into a Phantom Dancer. It was good. I rather enjoyed the build. Granted, the attack speed was good, but I probably should have added a little bit more into the damage output. And I also think I probably should have added a little bit more to his defenses outside of the Merc Treads and the Ages of Legion.
Do not deny your instincts, summoner.
So, do you guys want to see more League? I know you guys... Wow, I'm sorry. I know you League of Legends people out there aren't exactly a quiet bunch. So, if you guys want to see more League, speak up and I'll post more League.
Rampage.
Please and thank you.
We will not pity the defenseless. Our rage is beyond your control.
So, without causing a giant flame war between the Dota and the League people, which community do you think is better? The League community or the Dota community?
That is our path.
Post that in the comments below. Alright, that was one of those moments where I probably should have been paying more attention to the map before I just jumped into the fray.
An ally has
I
been
think
slain.
anyways. Yeah, it's actually kind of interesting that
Your control.
you can't actually see the aura from the Ages of Legion underneath Udyr's like his normal outfit. It's kind of funny. Well, to me it is, anyways. Here the Renkin player and we actually clean up Zealand pretty quickly, and then we clean him up yet a second time, which that was a pretty nice little team work thingy-majiggy there.
We will not pity the defenseless.
Yeah, as you can see, I was getting a caution sign there, so I decided to hang out for a couple of moments right beside the river to see if something was actually going to come up. And if you watch the map, you notice that the group of people that disappeared on bottom actually came up right above the river. There's the last little bit of the Phantom Dancer, and I should be getting that here shortly if I remember correctly.
Do not deny your instincts, summoner.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, as stated before,
Razor sharp.
Teemo kind of, well, okay, Teemo and Rengar kind of snowballed, and between the two of them, we do pretty decently. It was a sight to behold. There's the Vigor, and there's the Zealand. Okay, we actually ended up cleaning this up pretty easily. There's the Ezreal. We start to do some pretty nice little damage, but he does that flash thingamajiggy where he flies over there, but we actually end up cleaning him up anyways. And then here we are pushing into the base, but we don't actually go ahead and take the game right here. We actually go on for a little bit longer. Yeah, I get picked up by Vigor here. And there I am buying the Phantom Dancer. Now, you'll see a really bigger increase in his attack speed, combining it with a maxed out Tiger Stance and the Phantom Dancer.
Razor sharp.
This is great. Just watch. I kind of like that combination of the attack speed coming from the Phantom Dancer and the Tiger Stance. I actually rather like what you get from that combination.
We will not pity the defenseless.
Teemo kept calling this the dragon, but this is actually Baron Nashor. The dragon is somewhere else on the map. But if I remember correctly, we actually do end up taking out Baron.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Something else that I kind of think is important for these MOBA type games is if there's a character that really needs to feed and snowball, let those characters feed and snowball, because later on in the game they're going to come in very handy. Yeah, I probably should have held back from actually jumping right out in the middle of it here. But I don't know, I kind of think it was worth it.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah. Here I start building a Trinity Force. I think the Trinity Force would be a really good Udyr item with the build that I already had, because it takes everything that I have and it just makes it, you know, twice as better. And with Udyr's already really tanky state, tanky natural stat abilities, however you want to say it, it would just make him even more of a tankier character. So in all retrospect, I kind of think I should have got the Phantom Dancer. Well, the boots, the shield, the Phantom Dancer, and then I think I should have been a little bit more farmy to go ahead and get the Trinity Force. I think so anyways. Anyways, I'll have to try it out and see how it goes. Might just be halfway decent. As you can see here, here's a Rengar, and he completely takes out the Zealand before I have a chance to get there. Yeah, Rengar is a little bit more faster than the Udyr, which is something that I kind of don't like. Though, if they actually made Udyr faster, it would probably be some kind of imba, and he would get completely nerfed. As you can see here, I actually picked up the Vigor kill. I was kind of expecting the Rankin? No, the alligator person, player, dude, to really pick up that kill, but hey, it's that Tiger Stance and that Phantom Dancer. We just attack a lot faster. So I come in here and I actually helped the Graves take out this inhibitor, which was pretty nice. We'll start to, and then we actually end up getting pushed away from it. Ezreal drops Graves, and I actually get dropped here myself. I probably should have fell back instead of stayed and fought. Though, provided that I had a more defensive build, some more defensive items, I probably could have stayed and at least taken one of them out with me.
That is our path.
Yep. Here we are. We decide to take on Baron Nashor. Between Rengar, Rankin, and myself, we actually ended up taking Baron out with ease. Yeah, this here didn't exactly go too well. I was probably a tad bit too aggressive with it, and I ended up getting completely cleaned up.
An enemy has been slain.
Our instincts are razor sharp.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
That is our path.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, this wasn't exactly my best of gameplays, but for what it's worth, I think I did alright. Just have a few loose screws to tighten up before really ready to do a bunch of stuff. We actually ended up cleaning that up, and I actually picked up on that Mumu kill? And then here we pick up that Udyr, and then we pick up the Zealand.
Shut down.
Our rage is beyond your control.
Yeah, I did not want to get caught there with the
Our instincts are razor
little evil Yordle thingy-majiggy bot with that low of health. But here we go, as you can see, Rengar, well, the Rengar player and myself, we actually end up cleaning this up right here, and for the good game. Alright guys, I hope you guys liked, like, favorite, and subscribe. Take care.